friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Carly and this is my cozy little corner of the internet where we talk books, life, and everything in between. Today we are going to be diving into the top reads of 2024 according to Goodreads. So grab your favorite drink, get cozy, and let's get into it. April is winding down and it has been a busy month for me. I had to travel to Hickory, North Carolina and Las Vegas, Nevada for work this month. Unfortunately, I feel like I didn't get to read as much as I wanted to this month, but I did just finish up Ignite Me by Tahereh Mafi, which is the third book in the Shatter Me series. I absolutely love that series and I'm devouring it. I actually got it for Christmas. My husband gave it to me, gave me the whole box set without even knowing what the series was about, and thankfully I really love it. It's about this young girl, she's 17 years old, her name is Juliet, and she can unalive people with her touch, and she has always thought it was a negative about her, but she's learning how to use it and use her power for good. It is a dystopian fiction set in this future where there is a political divide. It's kind of eerie how it is similar to what's kind of going on in our own world right now. There is also a romance aspect to it, and if you have seen any of my previous videos, you know that I love enemies to lovers, and in this third book, the enemies finally become lovers. So I am eating it up and I can't wait to continue the series. With a new month coming up, I am trying to figure out what books I should read next. I am going into my 5th month on my book ban, so I'm hoping to go to the library later today and pick up some new books. My book ban is going well, but I am definitely getting a little antsy because there are so many new releases that I have yet to read. So I thought today's activity would be fun for me because I can kind of work on my list of books that I want to read in the future. So stick around to the end of the video to hear my list of books that I want to get once my book buying ban is over. Okay, so today I'm using my iPad to pull up the best books of 2024 on Goodreads, but there are 100 books voted upon by Goodreads users. So it is aggregated by actual readers instead of just being chosen upon by employees for Goodreads, which I definitely prefer. So I was surprised to see that the top book of 2024 is The Woman by Kristin. I've definitely seen this book everywhere on TikTok and Bookstagram, but I was surprised to see it at number 1. I've read a few Kristin books before and I think she's an incredible author, but I don't know if I was that interested in this book. But to see it at number 1, there must be something really good about it, right? So I might add it to my TBR. Number 2 is Funny Story by Emily Henry, which I did read and gave 4 stars. Looking back though, I think it should be 5 stars because a year later, I'm still thinking about it. Funny Story is about 2 polar opposites, Daphne and Miles, coming together after their own breakups and learning to live together and navigate their new relationship. Miles is one of my absolute favorite book boyfriends. I think Emily Henry always does a great job writing book boyfriends, but Miles is just scruffy and gives all the golden retriever vibes. Okay, number 3 is Bride by Ali Hazelwood, which I haven't read yet, but I have the physical copy sitting on my TBR cart right now. I'm like saving it for fall time. I feel like it would be a really good Halloween read, but let me know if I should read it sooner than that. Number 4 is Just for the Summer by Ali Jimenez, which I read and gave 4 stars as well. Ali Jimenez is one of my favorite authors, and I am so excited to read her new book, Say You'll Remember Me. I thought Just for the Summer was such a unique storyline. Justin has a curse, and thanks to a Reddit thread, it's now all over the internet. Every woman he dates goes on to find their soulmate the second they break up. When a woman slides in his DMs with the same problem, they come up with a plan. They'll date each other and break up. Their curses will cancel each other out and they'll both go on to find the loves of their lives. It's a bonkers idea, but it just might work. I thought Just for the Summer was such a unique storyline and it touched on so much more than just the romance. It was also about a travel nurse named Emma who is dealing with her avoidant attachment style. She uses her role as a travel nurse to kind of hop from place to place, avoiding her past, and eventually her past catches up with her. It's really interesting and gave me all the feels. Number 5 is James by Percival Everett. I do want to read this. It's on my want to read list, and I've actually placed a hold on it on the Libby app, but it's like for 24 weeks or something, so we'll see if I ever actually get to read it. Okay, now I'm going to do a quick fire because the next 5 books I have not read yet. First Lie Wins by Ashley Elston, House of Flame and Shadow by Sarah J. Maas, Emily Wilde's Map of the Outlands by Heather Fawcett, The Familiar by Leah Bardugo, Heartless Hunter by Kristin Cercillo. I'm so bad with names, I know. Number 11 is The God of the Woods by Liz Moore, which I recently read and really enjoyed as well. I actually rated it 5 stars, which is pretty big for me. I'm actually surprised it's not higher. I think that's because it wasn't like a well-known author and super popular, but it was a really incredible book that touched on many different themes. I do have to admit, for the first like 25% of the book, I wasn't that into it, but once it started to pick up, I devoured it. Then we have The Paradise Problem by Christina Lauren, Listen for the Lie by Amy Tintura, The Teacher by Frida McFadden, A Fate Inked in Blood by Danielle L. Jensen, The Fox Wife by Yangzi Chu, The Ministry of Time by Kaylin Bradley, and The Wedding People by Alison Espach, which I just read, and honestly, I wasn't as impressed by The Wedding People as I know other people were. The Wedding People follows this woman who has just gone through a divorce and no longer has a spark for life and goes to this incredible hotel where she decides to unalive herself. At the hotel, she meets the bride and the wedding party where she forms an unusual bond with the wedding people, and it gives her a second chance at life. Once again, a unique concept, and I really appreciate a unique storyline, but I did find it a little slow and it wasn't a page turner for me. I would pick it up, put it down, pick it up, put it down, pick it up again a few days later. It didn't really captivate me. Okay, number 19, What Feasts at Night by T. Kingfisher. LOL, Kingfisher, I just finished Quicksilver. That will be for another video though. All the Colors of the Dark by Chris Whitaker. Table for Two by Immortals. The Book of Doors by Gareth Brown. The Fury by Alex McCallidies. Play Along by Liz Tom Ford. Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood. The Prisoner's Throne by Holly Black is at number 26, and I really want to read that because The Cruel Prince and that trilogy is one of my favorite series. So I definitely want to continue and read more about Caden's younger brother. Leather and Lark by Brian Weaver comes in at number 26. Leather and Lark is the second book in the Ruinous Love trilogy. In 2025, I have read Leather and Lark and the newest book, which is Sparrow and Scythe. Honestly, I was not that into Sparrow and Scythe, so that's probably why I don't remember the name, but Butcher and Blackbird and Leather and Lark were incredible. Leather and Lark is another Enemies to Lovers, so you know I ate that up. Next up, we have The Heiress by Rachel Hawkins, The Tainted Cup by Robert Jackson Bennett, Annie Bot by Sierra Greer, The Exception of the Rule by Christina Lauren. I'm surprised this is on here because it is a short story, and honestly, I don't like put short stories as high as novels, if that makes sense. The Briar Club by Kate Quinn, Blue Sisters by Coco Mellers, The Reappearance of Rachel Price by Holly Jackson, Margot's Got Money Troubles by Ruthie Thorpe, The Demons of Unrest, by Eric Larson, Martyr by Kavi Akbar, Only If You're Lucky by Stacey Willingham, The Summer Will Be Different by Carly Fortune, A Sorcerer Comes to Call by T. Kingfisher, Real Americans by Rachel Kong, and The Lost Bookshelf by Evie Woods. We Solve Murders by Richmond Osman. I read Richard Osman's Thursday Night Murder Club and I found that to be hysterical, so I think I definitely want to add We Solve Murders to my TBR list. A Love Song for Ricky Wilde by Tia Wilmans, Reckless by Lauren Roberts, which is a part of the Powerless trilogy, which I really want to read. Darling Girls by Sally Hepworth, a novel love story by Ashley Poston. I read a novel love story by Ashley Poston earlier this year, and honestly, it was a really great book, but probably my least favorite of hers. I enjoy every single Ashley Poston book, so this is absolutely no hate, but if I had to pick, I do think it's my least favorite of her books. Novel love story is about a woman who gets stuck in this make-believe town created by her favorite author. I mean, like, who wouldn't want to get stuck in a make-believe town that, like, Valaris? I would love to be stuck in Valaris. Okay, from here out, I'm only going to stop the books that I have read or that I want to read. Number 60, Wild Love by Elsie Silver. I rated this 3 stars and read it earlier this year. I know so many people who love Elsie Silver books, so I was surprised that I only rated it 3 stars. There wasn't anything in particular that I didn't enjoy about this book, but there wasn't anything that really stood out to me. It was also a cowboy romance, so that may have been a component for me. I don't know if I'm really into cowboys per se. I don't know if cowboys do it for me. Number 67 is The Husbands by Holly Gramazzo. The Husbands is on my TBR list because I heard Haley Pham talk about it and she recommended it, so it sounded like a very interesting concept. Let me know if you've read it. I think it was actually a Book of the Month Club pick, so I know some people who I'm friends with may have read it. The Love of My Afterlife, which is 90, also is on my TBR list. I have seen a lot of people talk about this book and say it's just a great feel-good rom-com. All in all, I have only read 8 out of the 100 books on the Goodreads Best Books of 2024 list. I'm gonna go ahead and link this list in the description of this YouTube video so you can look at it and let me know how many books you have read on this list. Let's count how many books I want to read though. I want to read The Woman by Kristin Hannah, James by Percival Everett, Emily Wilde's Map of the Otherlands by Heather Fawcett, The Familiar by Leah Bardugo, Heartless Hunter by Kristin Cicierelli, The Paradise Problem by Christina Lauren, The Ministry of Time by Carolyn Bradley, Not in Love by Ali Hazelwood, The Prisoner's Throne by Holly Black, Middle of the Night by Riley Sagar, We Solve Murders by Richard Osman, Reckless by Lauren Roberts, which I first have to read Powerless by her, This Could Be Us by Kennedy Ryan, Lore Olympus. I have heard such good things about the Lore Olympus books. The Love of My Afterlife by Kirsty Greenwood, and Love at First Book by Jen McKinley. And like I said, I keep a running list of books that I want to read and look forward to reading once my book ban is over. I'm going to go crazy in a bookstore and purchase way too many books next month. I am so looking forward to my book ban being over, but I'm also really proud of myself for going 6 months without purchasing any new books. Why I did it is because I just wanted to see if I could do it, and I wanted to be less wasteful with my books. Based upon a video that I did earlier this year where I counted all the books on my physical TBR, it was something wild like 30 plus books. I just wanted to pull back on that a little bit and participate a little less in consumerism. I think moving forward, I am just going to be a little bit more conscious about buying books and borrow from the library and Libby when I can. But then at the same time, I know purchasing these books is supporting those authors, so I want to do that as well. I'm not sure what the right answer is. I don't think there is a right or wrong answer, but nonetheless, I'm proud of myself for completing this book ban. I've got 1 month to go. Well, friends, thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and please let me know what you're reading right now or if any of these books I need to add to my TBR list. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to comment, like, subscribe. I really do appreciate each and every single one of you, and I hope to see you here back next week. And I hope to see you back next week, here next week, next.